Welcome back again. I'm just going to show you the view from my bedroom window again, and while I discuss the last speaker of the evening, who was Ian R. Crane. Now, he was as brilliant as always. We all know Ian. I'm sure you're familiar with him. He's someone I'm familiar with. I've seen lots and lots of his speeches, and he's an absolutely brilliant speaker. Very, very, very sort of passionate and sort of charismatic, and he talks about a wide variety of subjects. He concentrates on sort of geopolitics, but he often strays into other areas as well, and how these relate to the geopolitics, like spirituality, exopolitics, mythology, things like that. I remember when I first saw Ian, I bought a DVD from Dave Starbuck. I get his newsletter and he sends DVDs and things. And it was the Hidden Agenda one, which he did in 2006. It was one of his early videos, and I really was. As soon as I first saw his speech, I was hooked. I really was hooked. He's really, really an excellent man, brilliant man, good friend of mine, and he gives me hope. He really does. Even more than David Icke, I think this guy is sort of an optimist. This is a guy who projects an energy of, he tells us, we can get out of this mess. It's not too late. He tells it like it is, and some of his information is very harrowing, especially about the Codex Alimentarius stuff and the BP oil spill and the financial mess. But he says, look, we can get out of this. As I said yesterday morning, there was a big stock market crash overnight on Thursday. I don't have a TV in the room actually now, in this new room I'm in, so I don't know what's happened since. But Ian hadn't heard about that, and I did tell him, and I said it's not like him to miss a trick. But even Ian can't sort of like watch TV continuously. Anyway, he's very often when Ian does his speeches, for some reason, there's some newsworthy event that comes out. Now, this is another thing I haven't known. Apparently, a couple of days ago, there was a major UFO sighting in Hertfordshire. It was a place called Cotterhead, near Buntington in Hertfordshire. So, as is usually, it's out in the middle of nowhere, like many of these UFO sightings are. And, usually some wide-eyed yokel is walking through the field one day and a large disc-shaped object lands, and a grey gets out and says hello or whatever, and no one believes the poor sucker, Well, this time it was a Radio 5 news reporter who did it. And, I think there's a few of my fellow delegates going to breakfast there. I'll have to join them soon. And it was really amazing. I mean, I'm going to have to look into this when I get back. And Ian said a lot of other things I'm going to have to look into as well, because he talks about new crop circles that have appeared. Now, I've not been following the crop circles for the last couple of weeks, and I should do, because I want to see if my crop circle prediction comes true. Which I've made a film of a crop circle, which I dreamed of. I dreamed about a crop circle, and I've drawn it down on a piece of paper, and I made a film showing it, and I've dated the film by showing you today's newspaper with it. Now, I've not shown this film to anyone, and I'm not going to, because I want to see if this crop circle appears. There's another thing, like there's this story about the two crazy Swedish twins. I thought it was a joke. It was on the David Icke forum. Apparently, these two women were sort of running along a motorway, and these cars kept hitting them, and they weren't hurt. Now, I thought this was some kind of joke, but apparently, this was real. And Ian thinks these women are the product of eugenics. They're sort of superhumans, because they kept getting hit by cars and not hurt. And at one point, these women shout and yelling at people. They're yelling at the passers-by. And someone's translated what they were saying, and apparently means they want our organs. What does that mean? So somebody's after their organs for transplantation, for dissection. I'll have to watch that when I get back. It was really an amazing speech, and I mean, Ian, as always, raised the roof, and everyone loved him, and God, it was 9:30 at the end of it. Oh, it was amazing. He talks about mythology, the Book of Enoch, the Book of Jared, and about how the Illuminati think that they are, this lost tribe from the Bible, you know, which is maybe true, maybe not, but they think that, and it's part of their mythology. What Ian talks about, he doesn't use the word Illuminati, he says, he calls them those who think they are rightful rulers of this global fiefdom. Although he's shortened that slightly, he doesn't say global fiefdom anymore, he says planet. So that's slightly shorter, but, you know, whatever, I call them the Illuminati, I don't know who they are, reptilians, whatever, I don't know. Right, we're going to have to get going because we've got to have breakfast, and then it's the start of today's events on Saturday. So, thank you for watching Hapanwo TV. See you later.